Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a card using the Hearts of Flutter stamps and die sets. I'm going to start off by using one of the images from the Hearts of Flutter stamp set. This is the striped banner, and I'm going to stamp it out 2 times using the crisp cantaloupe ink. So I'm just going to stamp this out in some Whisper White cardstock, and like I said, I'm going to do it twice. I'm also going to do it in the Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to stamp 3 of these. The next thing I'm doing is taking the rounded stamp banner, and I'm going to use So Saffron. And for this one, what I'm doing is I'm tapping the ink pad or the stamp onto the ink pad and then kind of wiping it off the edge. And I went with the flatter side, which is the side that's going to be hidden later on and underneath a piece of pattern paper, because it does pull up a little bit on the ink. So I'm stamping this one out 3 times. The next thing I'm going to do is die cut the striped banner using the coordinating banner from the framelit set that matches this stamp set. So I'm just using my magnetic platform and running it through my Big Shot. I'm also going to go ahead and die cut the rounded banner using the same coordinating dies and run this through my Big Shot as well. The next thing I'm doing is taking a stamp from the Itty Bitty Banners stamp set and stamping out my happy birthday using the Coastal Cabana. And then instead of pulling out the coordinating dies that match this stamp set, I'm just using a pair of scissors since it's such an easy image to cut out. So the next thing I'm going to do is start putting my card together. I'm using a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut 1/4 inch smaller than my card base. So this piece measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just taking the Coastal Cabana ones and putting one on each side and then putting a banner in the middle. And that's going to help kind of lay out my design of how I'm going to put my banners. I'm also going to add the crisp cantaloupe just to fill in those little spaces that I left in between the Coastal Cabanas. And then I'm also going to add the rounded banner pieces. I'm going to put one in between the Coastal Cabana and the crisp cantaloupe on each side, and then I'm going to center the last one in the middle. Next, I took a strip of pattern paper from the Birthday Basics Designer Series paper. I cut this down to 3/4 inch, and I just put that right across the banner pieces, added some dimensionals to the back of that layer, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put this onto my card front, which is a standard A2 size card. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add some dimensionals to my little happy birthday banner that I stamped out on Coastal Cabana. And I'll add that to the top of my card in the center of the Designer Series paper. What I decided to do later was I actually ended up making 2 of these cards because I wanted to have them in my collection. So I ran the banner or the strip of Designer Series paper across the top. I ran that through my sewing machine before I put it down on my card base. And now what I'm doing is just curling up the ends of those banners to give it a little extra dimension. And that'll be my card for today. As always, a list of supplies will be available in the description of this video or over on my blog if you want to check it out. And in that picture you can see where I added the sewing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see everybody next time.